Oh my god. Little rocky start. Burping up pre-workout. That's how we do it though. Non-stim. Back to the non-stimulant for the weekdays. What was it, last week? Yeah, I think last week was my first full like caffeine stimulant free kind of week. And when I hit it this weekend, it was a fucking lot. I was like, man, I didn't realize caffeine fucking, like, how much it affected me and stuff. So yeah, I mean, just weird anxiety and like a weird, just overthinking. It's like, I don't know, it's just, I used to be that way all the time. It's kind of crazy. So anyways, I enjoy the non-stim. I think psychologically it's the only time it fucks with me is psychological, because I'm like, oh, I'm not getting as much as I possibly could. And it's like, who cares about optimal if it's fucking at the detriment of your sleep and recovery and fucking blah blah blah, for me at this point. So stimulant heavy pre-workouts have their place for me on the weekends, but that's about it. Other than that, killed it. We're gonna kill it in the gym. I am, all things considered. Especially got about 5 hours of sleep last night. Macros, everything went great today, food wise. Yeah, weekend was successful. Great birthday weekend. So I expect to go hard, but in the gym today, but I'll be okay if I only am working at like 92%, whatever optimum range or whatever the fuck. No matter what, I'm gonna give it my all. But if my all equals, matching strength, or like 1 rep less or something, you know what I mean? Like, then I'm happy, because I'm in here giving it my best. I'm not gonna leave. The goal is never to leave anything on the table. So yeah, got a little bit of a drive ahead of me. Just got off work. Yeah, I'm gonna get in there, kind of get warmed up, and I'm prioritizing sleep tonight. So yeah, a few things I have to take care of when I get home, but yeah, fucking non-negotiable is working out, that's for sure. I'm getting these fucking macros dialed. So with that, I'll see you in there. Ooh boy, thoughts and opinions about that. Nothing but praise to myself, and fucking props to everybody that was in there just getting it. It's nice to go to the gym and see the same motherfuckers going hard as shit all the time, day after day after day after day after day. Like, that's what I want to be surrounded by. People that just get it, figuratively and literally. That shit's sick. Fuck yeah. Like, I didn't go in there expecting much. All I knew was that I was gonna go in there and bring everything I had and not leave anything on the table. And what does that look like today? Even with 5 hours of sleep and blah 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 and blah 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 blah, it looks like fucking 2 reps gained, or no, 3. Yeah, 3 total reps gained on fucking incline bench, right? Like 165 for 8 and 165 for 7. When last week it was only 6 reps, you know, on each set. So fuck yeah. And then also pretty much everything else gained strength as well. Yeah. What the fuck? Consistency, diet, fucking, the macros are right. Everything is lining up. It reminds me, this video that I watched a long fucking time ago, keeps playing in my head now, and it's like, the moral of the video was like, do you want, the guy was talking, he's like, I built an elite level physique, and he's like, the only way I was able to do it, you know, I wasted a lot of time in the gym, and then as soon as I got my macros right, I was able to build my elite body, and blah 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 blah. And he was, you know, another thing I remember from that video is he was like, everybody even in the gym was coming up to me and going, God damn, what are you doing differently, blah 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 blah. And it's like, literally all I did was get my fucking macros right and shit like that. And I feel like that's happening to me. I mean, fuck, I cannot explain how much calmer and level-headed I am, and like there's a lot less stress in my life, because I don't know what the magic is of it, but I think it's just my body isn't in chaos mode with food and sodium and everything's up, you know, there's kind of a structure to things in it, and my body like enjoys that. So I don't know where the magic happens in getting the macros right. I guess it's fuel, you know, now I have the correct fuel for everything I need to do in life, but I don't know, it's working magic on not just my physical health, but the fucking being able to focus and think about things critically, and like I just can't explain it. Like being in a brain fog for so long, and then to come out and like finally be experiencing and living life like almost like clear-headed, it's just it's kind of indescribable, and very grateful for it. I'm not taking it for granted, that's for sure. So other than that, I'm just super stoked about all that, you know. Another thing I'm stoked about is meeting people in this gym finally, and everybody's just cool, and like a lot of people are just on the same grind mindset, you know, just like we're in here doing our freaking thing, and yeah, just so the atmosphere is contagious, and I fucking love that, and I'm glad to be a part of it. And I got some props today from someone that even like a physique that I look up to. I was like, damn dude, you're killing it. And I was like, all right, you know. Yeah, I'm so fucking stoked, and I'm glad that I get to document such a positive like journey of things, you know. A lot of things in the past for me have felt like ploys to try to get like make a living off of, or like the music, for instance. It's like it got to a point where I wasn't making music, I wasn't promoting music because I just want, it was for me. It's like I started promoting music and doing the things and making the music to try to make a living off of it. And it's like it kind of ruined the whole magic and fun for it. I think I talked about this in a video a while ago, but this just is different, because it's all for me. And being able to document it, it's a cool time to be alive and be able to do that. And man, if anything else, it gives me fucking something to be grateful for in such a chaotic, like upsetting, like just absurd world that we live in. So at least for me, there's some kind of anchor, there's some kind of stability now that I've proven to myself can be consistent and stable and healthy, and just a good portion of life that can keep me anchored. And yeah, I like things like that. So I never thought I would be a guy that enjoys structure and discipline and blah blah blah, but it's like, turns out that that's what I've been missing my whole life. So fucking done with the tangents. Hit personal records today, wasn't expecting it, but all I did was try to go in and give full effort, and that's what ended up happening. So sometimes I even surprise myself, which is badass, because it used to take someone else to push me and go, hey, you're capable of more than that, you can give more. And I'd go, oh really? Like I'll say this and then I'll end the video. A story with Big Gusto. There were when I was doing the scientific method of doing like reps in reserve and counting everything meticulously, and like failure was when I couldn't get the proper form like through full range of motion. I'm not dogging on it, there's value in it, on certain levels, but I was missing the oomph and the go get 'em and like pushing. So the story is, one day, I hadn't even benched 135. I hadn't put a plate on. I couldn't even imagine putting a plate on the barbell and doing it. And Gus was like, we went to the YMCA to work out one day, and he was like, you got that and then some. And he I'll never forget, he's like I don't know if I can be friends with someone who can't at least bench 135. And I was like, you know what, that's fair. And there's another buddy with us, and they hit 135 easy, a bunch, and I was like, fuck, I don't know if I can do it. And then I get under it and I fucking rep out seven fucking reps of this fucking 135. And that, like, the moral is that, like, it used to take someone else to kind of point out, like, hey man, it looks like you're kind of fucking holding back, like you could give more. And it was like what? And then through experiences like that, where it's like, man, you could be going harder, you could, like, come on. And then kind of getting over that fear in myself or that doubt or whatever. And then it turns out that I'm good at pushing myself to do that. Like, what are you capable of? Like, you didn't think you were capable of 135, and then you hit fucking 7 reps of it on your first time. So what else are you fucking holding yourself back from? So now I've just had that mentality of pushing it and not leaving anything on the table for a long time now. So it's kind of second nature, but it definitely didn't start out like that. It started out very hesitant. Don't want to do anything wrong. I want to do everything proper and right. So, but that just comes with maturity, I think, in the gym and all that. It's part of the process. And props to me for learning through experience. So that was the story. It's a good story. Oh, I don't know if I couldn't even imagine doing 135. And he's like, get under there and fucking lift it. And it's like 135 for 7. So always a good memory. Yeah, I'm not sure if I have work tomorrow, and if I don't, I'm gonna get some extra rest and recovery in. I've been nerding out and really enjoying played Elden Ring for a long time, and I really nerded out for that for, you know, a long time, and now I'm finally going back and I'm playing fucking Dark Souls 3, and my God, going back to Dark Souls 3 after playing Elden Ring is so fucking fun. It's obviously not as big, and it's not an open world and shit, but I mean, it's just a blast. Like, I don't know. It's fun, and I'm not as bad as I used to be at Dark Souls 3. I remember one time when I never played games and I tried to play Dark Souls 3 because I was like, oh, I'm gonna get into this and fucking really give it my all. And I couldn't even get past like a couple of the first enemies because I was so green to gaming and stuff. And then one day I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna get obsessed with Elden Ring, and you know, because Elden Ring had come out after that, and found myself obsessed with that, and I actually got good, and fucking, you know, what, a couple years later, now I'm fucking going back and playing Dark Souls 3, and I'm fucking way better. You know, I actually got beating bosses on my own. So yeah, super fun. We'll be doing that, recovering, living the good life, you know. Definitely a gym sesh tomorrow, pole day, fucking giving it my all. I think it's pull-ups, so see how that goes. Anyways, that is a story for another day, which is tomorrow, and I will catch you then.